Hello, and welcome back to another In Between. I'm your host, Elizabeth Cheney. I hope you all are having a fabulous week so far. I know it's only Wednesday, but it's hump week. It's hump day. Hump week. Listen to me. Oh my goodness, man, so much to update you on. Like, so much has happened since we last spoke. I mean, actually, I'm being very dramatic. It's not that so much has happened, but in my little bubble, it feels like so much has happened. You know what I mean? So, gonna get into all that here momentarily, but just want to say Thanksgiving is next week. Can you believe that? I don't know why I'm in shock of that. Obviously, this year flew by, but it just feels like it's too early in November for it to already be Thanksgiving. I mean, November 1st was yesterday. Am I wrong? I know I'm wrong. But point being, I am very surprised that we are already here. I mean, I love it. I love it. I know most of you probably hate the fact that it's dark as heck outside. We all know that I love it. But, I love holiday season, so I'm here for it. But I'm still in shock about it. We are here. It is Thanksgiving. It's just wild. Because I feel like literally last week we were talking about Halloween. But whatever. Que sera, sera. So I hope everyone's getting their recipes dusted off. They're getting ready to do their green bean casseroles. I just want to say one thing about Thanksgiving that I'm not here for is the turkey. I'm not a big turkey gal. I'm sure those who are listening who are vegetarian are like, yeah, turkey's gross. But for those fellow meat eaters like myself, do you like turkey? Like, it's not that good. It's kind of dry. You can season it all you want, but that shit is going to be dry. It's going to feel like sandpaper going down your throat. So why is turkey like the thing? Like, why is turkey the protein for Thanksgiving? So let's normalize, I don't know, fish or steak or whatever. So welcome to the In-Between where we just kick things off and talk about food because I am very food motivated. I mean, I am who I am. Speaking of food, I don't know if I'm just like a little bear or what. I love this time of year. I love the darker nights, darker days. I love the cold. Whatever. And I always eat a lot this time of year. It's fine. I don't care. It is what it is. But I'm starting to really think that I'm like a bear about to go into hibernation. Like, I don't know what I am prepping my body for. I don't know why I feel like I need to just keep adding on the layers of fat and just consumption of all the things and all the food. But there is something about this time of year that just makes me ravenous, especially when it comes to sweets. So I make these gluten-free oatmeal cream pies, and I say I make, like, it's like my dish. I just started this year, but I've made them like 6 times at this point, and gosh darn, are they not amazing? Yeah, if you're foaming at the mouth, trust me, they are so good. If I could just give you that taste through the microphone right now, I would, but technology doesn't exist like that right now. Don't know if it ever will, but just take my word for it. So freaking good. Oh my God. So I made some for a party I went to this weekend, one of my best friends, and I was like, hey, I'm going to make these gluten-free oatmeal cream pies. I mean, she did ask me to bring them because I keep posting about them. So I was like, sure. So I made double, and I kept some with me because I just at my house because I didn't have time to make all of the oatmeal cream pies. But I brought a good bit with me. But let's just say I had 4 or 5 left over. So I go. I've already eaten so much food at this point, not in this day, but at this point in the year, in the season. My face is breaking out, it is having a moment. I will touch on that in a second because, leave it to your grandmother to call you out on your face. But anyways, go to my girlfriend's. We're having a little party. It's like a fall festival. Not festival. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. A fall get together, but it's not a Friendsgiving. Okay, great. Now that we are there. And so there was several, maybe not quite 12 cookies left or cream pies. And I was like, you are keeping some of these. I made these for you. I am not taking all these home. Some people took some home, but I am not taking 15 cookies home because I know me. I'll eat them all. So we made a deal. I give her like most of the leftover cookies, the cream pies, which I knew she'd love. And I will take this pumpkin loaf or chocolate chip pumpkin loaf that someone made and brought to her party. Y'all, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just standing there. I was deep in thought, and I was just eating this loaf. And I would love to tell you it was a little bit, but like I want you to think of like what a loaf size is, and I want you to know that I took 3/4 of it home. Okay. I'm in deep thought, thinking about all the things going on in my life, what I need to do, which I'll get into here in a moment. And I look down and I realize there is 2 bites left. 2 bites from an almost full loaf of pumpkin bread. I know we've all probably been there. You lose self-control. It's just so yummy. You're not paying attention. But to tell you how disgusted I was with myself, oh my God. I literally looked down and I audibly said, holy shit. And Stan's like, what? And I'm like, I don't even want to tell you. I don't know how I was able to consume it so quickly. I don't know. I can't even tell you what had me in such deep thought, like specifically that allowed me just to keep eating. But if anybody sees me and wonders why I've gained some weight, it's because I can't stop eating the goods. I can't stop eating the baked goods. Seriously, y'all. I've eaten so many sweets. I'm on a candy kick, which, you know what? I'm in denial about that. I am lying to myself. I have been on a candy kick since the last holiday season. I don't know what it is. So the holidays make me just want to eat all the sweets and all the goodies. Why did it carry on this whole entire year? Who knows? I have no self-control. I have been complaining about my systems and my lack of routine. Let's blame it on that. But let me tell you something. I've been working so hard on my face. It was looking so good. It was so clear. And now it looks like shit. Because I can't stop eating mother effing gummy bears, gummy worms, and fucking pumpkin loaves, apparently. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Doesn't even give it justice. I need somebody to come in and slap it out of my hand. I need my husband to stop buying sweets because I am the one consuming them. And my face is suffering. The other day, Stan goes, this was like Friday night. Stan's like, hey, we need to go to Kroger because we don't have any dessert. So see, like, he's not going to help me not eat the sweets. So we go on a walk. We go to Kroger because Kroger, like the Kroger near us, is like walking distance because we live next to the Beltline. If you're not local to Atlanta, Google that. And he goes, hey, do you want to go inside and buy stuff? At this point, we have not agreed upon what is said dessert. And I am not really in the mood to go in there. Normally, it's always me. I'm like, no, you go do your thing. I'm going to respond to some messages and some emails. We're good. That was mistake number 1. Actually, that was mistake number 2. Mistake number 1 was agreeing to his crazy ass like complaint that we didn't have dessert. Should have just been like, sorry, bud, go eat some sugar. Just kidding. But like, I don't know, eat some broccoli and pretend it's chocolate, right? So he goes inside and I'm sitting there and I'm playing around on my phone, whatever. He comes out. We're good to go. He's got the goods. I have no idea what the goods are at this point, but it is what it is. We get home. This man has bought a pack of Reese's for myself. He's bought 2 packs of Twix. And by packs, I don't mean like a single bar. I mean like a snack pack. So there's multiples of said candy. He bought like a giant bag of gummy worms. He bought bacon. And then he also bought those Magnum chocolate bars, which gosh darn, are they not just, melt in your mouth. So the reason for my face freaking the hell out is because I can't stop consuming all of the fucking candy. I can't. We are not okay. So between that, then the fact that I just have baked all the goods and consumed all the goods, this is where we're at. So cheers to holiday cheer. Cheers to holiday yummy goodies. But not cheers. What's the opposite of cheers? Dishonor. Dishonor on the sweets, dishonor on my lack of control, and dishonor on my inability to say no. To what? To all the chemicals and red dyes and all the things and all the sweets and all the candies that I'm consuming. Exhibit A, my face. Also, I just realized that I said Friday. It was not Friday. It was like the Thursday before. But either way, it is what it is. So the moral of that story is when your partner says, we need dessert, you need to raise your eyebrows and question what the hell does that even mean? Because like dessert, like he didn't even say sweet. He just said dessert. So I love him though. I'm complaining, I'm bitching, but really I'm not because guess what? I ate every single one of those Reese's. I am so ashamed. I blame it on the PMS. I am freaking PMSing like no other. Side note, my tits are huge right now. TMI, I'm sorry if that's weird, but like I just want to be honest. I know everyone's body is weird and different when they're PMSing, but for whatever reason, I really noticed this month that they're huge. And no, before you even go, are you pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. I'm not trying to get pregnant. We're good. We're not pregnant. So we're just going to go ahead and address that right then and there. Whatever. You know, maybe I'm having a growth spurt. That'd be great. It's not like I have giant titties. I got little bitty titties. So that's why I noticed. I was like, whoa, these grew. Anyways, side note. So that's always fun. Always a good time. But anyways, God, kick things off on just how disgusting I am when it comes to food consumption. Yeah, I'm unhinged. Needless to say, I am a bear going into hibernation, but instead of consuming all of the things that better my health, I'm consuming all the things that just take me down. And you know what? I am on the first row of this ride, baby. I am going down the roller coaster, screaming and hollering. Sure, I'm complaining, but you know what? In the moment, I'll eat all the gummy bears. In the moment, I will eat all the cookies. In the moment, I will eat all the pumpkin loaf. And maybe I'll care about it come January when none of my clothes fit. But until then, let's just let it ride, baby. Let it ride. Okay, so let's talk about updates and all that stuff. Oh, actually, before I even get into that. So real quick, let me just rewind 1 second. So remember I was saying like my face, freaking out, whatever. I had to go pick up my dog. My mom was watching my pup this weekend. And my Nana is like looking at me. And I'm like, what's up, Nan? What you got? What's the issue? And she's like, what happened to your face? What does that even mean? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, because I'm breaking out right now? She's like, yeah, you need to be washing it. I'm like, bitch, you don't think I'm washing it? You don't think I try to keep this under wraps? Under lock and key? God, I'm the one that has to deal with it. Also, side note, I don't think it's always just the candy. It's also hormonal acne because I got off birth control, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure it has something to do with my gut. This is actually a great moment to say, hey, by the way, Dr. Bhavna Singh's coming on in a few weeks. So maybe she can help me with my hormonal acne. But anyways, my Nana's like, what happened to your face? And I'm like, trust me, Gran, I'm aware that I look like a pepperoni face. And then I just basically start schooling her on the fact that it's hormonal acne. It's because of birth control. Trust me, I go to the dermatologist. I take ointments for it. Put ointments like topicals that they prescribe me on it. But really, the problem is with women's healthcare and blah, 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 blah. And their answer is always birth control. And she's just like, I can see her eyes gloss over. She's like, quit listening to me. So it's like, look, Nana, I do the best I can. I'm still beautiful on the inside, right? I'm just kidding. I am beautiful on the outside. However, it's not fun when your face is just completely broken out. But again, go back to what I said earlier. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Okay, but like back to the weekend. The weekend was amazing. I saw Heather McMahon on Friday. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. The queen, God, Savior B, I love her so much. Manifesting that future collaboration. But she did a great show. Great show. Honestly, I thought it was better than her first show. Not that her first show was bad. I'm not saying that, but man, it was great. It wasn't like a sequel disappointment. It was like a sequel, like even more expectations met. I said that very weird. I said that very bizarrely. It was just as good, if not better, than the first one. There we go. That sounds great. So yeah, went to Heather McMahon again Saturday, went to my friend's little party like I was talking about, got to meet this really cool chick, started networking with her, and she's got some connections at like all these really cool companies, this and this, that and that. We started networking because you always want to keep your ears open, eyes open, that kind of thing. So this is a great reminder for you never know who you're going to meet wherever you go. So I made a friend and a connection for, not that I'm looking for a new job, but you never know when that may change. So that's always fun. That's always great. And then Sunday, I had an unexpected kind of Sunday fun day with two of my girlfriends. We went to this cute new place that opened up in Atlanta. Really good food, really yummy cocktails. Met the coolest cat. Like this cat acted like it was a puppy or a dog, whatever you want to call it. Not that I'm a cat person. And I want to say this. No hate, no shade towards cats. Although part of me wonders if they are borderline demons, but I'm like really allergic, so I can't like get close to a cat. I would love to because I love all the animals, but let me tell you, I would probably want more of a puppy cat than a cat. So I was like, I'm gonna steal this cat. If this person's, doesn't watch themselves, this cat, Gizmo, coming home with me. But it was it was so cute. It was like so cuddly and like leaning in, like, I don't know. Oh, God, I loved it. It was so adorable. We also looked at this house on Sunday, which isn't going anywhere, as is most of the housing market. It was cute. Like, it'd been renovated. It was like, honestly, the thing I loved about it most was like the lot size. It was almost a full acre. So it had huge front yard, huge backyard. Great for Luna, great for just space and not being cramped. But I don't know. It was like, if you're going to make all these renovations, why do you make them shoddy? Like, why do you make half-ass renovations? So there was like all these weird things about the renovations. Also, it wasn't quite big enough since me and Stan both work remote. Well, I mean, I know Stan goes to the office twice a week, but he still works remote most of the time. And I obviously need a bigger, like, studio, office, whatever for the podcast. But anyways, I could get past that because it was still a 3-bedroom, 2.5. But the way the renovations were done, like the living room space was open concept, which that's fine. I don't mind that. But it was really weird because they like added on a room. And so there was like the doorway to that was this one spot that really kind of affected the space. And then the front door was here. Then you could tell they turned the coat closet into a half bath, which hard pass. I don't think that was a good idea. Then like the laundry room, which really is just a closet. Like, I mean, it's a closet, like the size of what would probably be a coat closet. So you can even put a hamper in there. And then there's like entranceways to these other 2 bedrooms. I don't know. It was really weird. And then there was no storage space whatsoever. And then talking about like the shoddy job on the innovations, listen to me, the renovations. So the kitchen was really small. I mean, whatever. There was still some ample-ish cabinet space, except this one big drawer that you would think would be the silverware drawer wasn't a drawer. It's like they cheaped out. We couldn't figure out any reason as to why they did not make this drawer a drawer, but I don't know. So I'm rambling, but the real point being, we said no, because why are we going to spend the kind of money in the environment, like rate environment that it is now, on a home that like off first glance has what you're looking for. It's been renovated, whatever. Not that we need a renovated house. I want to point that out. It's not that. But it's like, honestly, the renovations is what made the house like you know what I mean? So back to the drawing board on that. Plus, like the seller was being weird. Like there was no interest in this home. And then we look at it and then the seller comes back the next day, or the realtor that's like representing the seller. I have no idea how it all works. But they're like, oh, we have 2 offers, by the way. I'm like, you didn't say that yesterday. So whatever, it wasn't meant to be. And, because the housing market is so insane and just, I keep calling it the Wild Wild West, I'm going to go crazy if I don't have some like grounding, like some tether to myself, my sense of self, whatever you want to call it. So all these weird things that happened and this, like the seller being weird. And because there was one other home a couple of months ago that I was like, oh, this is the home. And then everything that could go wrong went wrong that day. And we couldn't see it. And it was gone by the end of the weekend. Especially the weekend we went and got scuba certified. So I take these as signs from the universe, whatever you want to believe, but I believe in the universe, energy, whatever, that it's not the one, not the right pick. So back to the drawing board. And the thing is, like, that sounds silly, right? But like, it is such a crazy environment. It is such a crazy market. So my spirituality is what grounds me to my decision, my choice, whatever the path should take me. So maybe you're hearing this going, wow, you're being really naive. But I'm like, you know what? My spirituality is all I got right now in this crazy ass unpredictable market. So that's what I choose to do. You feel me? You feel me? So really fun weekend. Saw the Queen, Heather. Saw a lot of my friends. It was great, but I also overconsumed sweets. It is what it is. But also on Friday, I had a business meeting with somebody who is a friend, but she actually started off as like a network contact that I met at a networking event in 2019. And she is going to build my website. I'm going to give her some money for it because, I'm not asking for that shit for free. But I'm basically going to work with her. She can help me build my website, kind of fine tune, finalize, give me that little finishing touch on my branding. Kind of like, she basically scolded me that I need to chill out on all my crazy graphics on Instagram. Not that my graphics are bad. And it's not that the graphics themselves are bad, but I tend to use, I don't know, a variety of colors. And apparently with a brand, you're not supposed to do that. Who knew? I'm like, wait, Roy G. Biv can't be my brand colors? Because basically, like, I'm a sucker for anything retro or hippie or funky, and that's what I tend to do. And then I'm like, oh, I should try to make this kind of my color. So educated me on that. She's going to help me with some social media. So all the things that I have been just absolutely stumped on, she is going to help me. So very, very, very blessed, happy for that. But I'm making the damn thing happen. And this is a great moment to pause and just say, just because I am getting her to help me with this doesn't mean that I am not the queen bee of my own brand, of the in-between of all the things. Of course not. I do all this all by myself. I've taught myself how to edit this thing. I've taught myself how to do everything that I do with the podcast. And I used to beat myself up because there's always going to be someone better, but you don't know if they have a team behind it or this or this. And I just want to say, I'm so proud of myself for doing everything that I've done at this point. But at some point, I can't do it all. And I've been talking about this website for a long time. Like, basically, I've been looking at it since May. It is what it is. But with that said, it's okay that you outsource some things. And you sometimes have to invest in yourself. It's a little nerve-wracking to spend a couple $1,000s on something like this, but it is the next step. It is what I need to help me grow. I need this. And she's also adding in all these other things and tools. Like, she is helping me create the systems that I have been complaining about for months now. So this is just a little note. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you got going on in your life, whether it's a business, whether it's a product, whether it's a relationship, whatever, a goal. Sometimes you can't do it all, and that's okay. Like I said, I'm not a web designer, audio engineer, sound engineer, all of the things. I have taught myself what I can about video editing and sound editing and all of that, but I guess I drew the line with the website stuff. I am still fabulous and a badass babe. Abso-friggin-lutely. I am still the queen bee of the ship that I run. Absolutely. But sometimes we need help. And that's okay. And that does not take away from your authenticity and does not take away from your je ne sais quoi badassery. All right? So I'm really excited. And let me tell you something. We met for a couple hours and oh my God, just all of the amazing, exciting things we talked about. I'm going to have her come on the pod in a couple of weeks, do a whole entrepreneurial spiel, all that kind of thing, how to make your dream a reality, so to speak. But I am just so excited to have made the leap, to take that step, to have this happen for myself. And I God, leaving that meeting, I felt so relieved. Like, I felt the pressure immediately evaporate from my chest and the burden on my shoulders. Because after a certain point, you start to beat yourself up over something that hasn't happened yet. Does that ring true to you? It does to me. And, I'm not going to discount my, what's the word I'm looking for? My intelligence and my badassery, like I said. because I can't do every single freaking thing it takes to grow this baby. It takes to grow me. So cheers to outsourcing. Cheers to getting to just getting the weight lifted, and cheers to growth, and cheers to taking the next step. And now that I know that that's kind of off my plate, because obviously I'll keep up with the maintenance, but she's going to create the foundation, right? I'm already brainstorming all these other things that I am going to do and I get to do now that that's not consuming my bandwidth and my brain power. So last week I talked about a vision board party. I've already gotten a few bites. So I put some feelers out, and guess what? Y'all want to do it. I love that for us. So I'm looking into a vision board party for my listeners who are not local or who wouldn't be able to attend something in the city of Atlanta. I'm going to offer a virtual aspect. Got to figure all that out. Obviously, I have a lot more details to figure out, but I'm going to make an invite with a link to register, and we're going to shoot for the end of December, either the 30th or the 31st. That's a Saturday, Sunday. I'm leaning more towards the 30th because I feel like y'all are going to have New Year's Eve plans, unless you're like me and, you're a homebody and don't do shit anymore. So there's that. But I'm really excited. So, I mean, gosh, like I said, now that weight's been lifted, I feel like I am rocking and rolling. And even more so, let me tell you some more exciting things. Remember I talked about the finance person, shooting my shot. I don't want to give it away too much, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? She's in. Yeah, she's into the in-between. Going to have her. I'm going to meet with her Monday. We're going to talk about topics, planning this and this, kind of figure out all the fine details. I'm still going to kind of keep it on the DL because, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because, things can happen. But I'm so excited. So another great tip for you, a great reminder, shoot your shot. Remember that delusional confidence, that delusional mindset? Shoot your shot. Also manifest. How many weeks, months now has it been that I've been talking about getting a finance person, and boom, it happened. So in a cheesy way, don't give up on your dreams. Shoot your shot. Go after what you want. Outsource when needed. Clear the path. Boom, baby. You are born. You are beautiful. Yeah, I'm really hyper if you can't tell. Maybe it's because I had a espresso way too late in the day. And also on that note, that might be why I'm having so much trouble sleeping. I was talking to my therapist yesterday, not casually, like at my actual therapy session. And I was like, yeah, I'm having trouble sleeping. And she's like, we're talking through it. And I was like, it's probably has to do with all the late espressos that I drink. Because, I don't know, it's like an anxiety blanket, but it's espresso. So I need to find a new crutch. And it can't be sweets because we all know how that's working out for me. Not well. In other news, we got Dr. Bhavna Singh coming on in a few weeks. I'm so excited. Thank you all for everyone who responded with questions and things to ask her related to hormone health, gut health, all the things. Y'all really came out. From fertility to what the hell probiotic I take, which I feel you, whoever sent that one in, because there's only 337 options available, and what makes one better than the other. It's actually very similar to how I feel about toothpaste. Have you ever noticed the amount of toothpaste that are out there? And granted, most of them are either Colgate or Crest, and they have like 37 brands or different toothpaste between them. Then you have all your healthy ones, which I don't know why I'm going on a rant about toothpaste. But the point being, overconsumption, way too many choices, and I'm not here for it. So I'm really excited about that. We're recording this weekend, so that episode will be out soon. So yeah, you know what? We're making the in-between happen, baby. We are in between all of these amazing in-betweens, and that's exciting. So we started here. Let's see where we're going. I don't know. I just have like all this excitement that next year is going to be a big deal for me. Who knows? Maybe I'll go viral. Maybe one of these clips of me being awkward is just going to shoot to the top, and everyone's like, wow, she's weird. Or they're like, wow, she makes me love myself. I don't know. Maybe both. I'm fine with being weird and also making you love yourself. That honestly, like that's basically my bio. So like there we go. Oh, goodness gracious. But I don't know. I'm just really excited. I'm grateful for all the people in my life. I'm grateful and blessed for all the connections I've made. And it's just crazy how life works. And I truly stand by the statement. You may not have the foolproof plan in front of you. You may not have the predetermined path that you need to walk. But if you believe in whatever it is you're going after, if you believe in your dream, your goal, whatever it is, It will happen for you. Just don't give up. You have to trust literally the process. You have to trust the unknown. You have to lean into whatever it is. I know it sounds crazy, but what do I say that sounds normal? I'm just kidding, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's worth it. So whether you need to take on that delusional confidence and mindset, because that honestly really helped me, or you just need to keep telling yourself, shoot that shot, baby, or remind yourself my favorite quote, jump and the net will appear. But it's going to happen for you one way or the other. And that business meeting I was talking about Friday, she's amazing because like she basically is going to also kind of business coach me, which I need. And the way she can visualize where I can go and how I could bring in more supplemental income as I grow this and grow that and all of the things, like it's amazing. And I'm so excited. I am so excited for the opportunity. So my advice to you is to shoot the shot. Go after whatever it is you want. Don't be surprised by who you can meet at the most random places. You never know. The business meeting that I had on Friday, she was somebody I met in 2019. It could be someone from your past. You don't even know. All I'm saying is keep your eyes open, keep your dream alive. Don't give up if it hasn't happened yet, because it's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. And like, I'm not even like a huge thing yet. You know what I mean? But it's going to happen because I'm walking the path and I'm not giving up. And again, that does not mean there's not moments where I'm like, what am I doing, Elizabeth? What am I doing? Trust me, I have those at least once a week. And hey, have them. Allow them. I've probably had more recently because I've been PMSing. But they're short-lived. They go away. And as long as you believe in you, and not even just like your dream, but believe in you. Love you enough that like it's worth exploring. Because who knows what's going to happen. You may pivot. Like walking the path one way may redirect you another way. Do it. It's worth it. Okay? Okay. And, last few things to talk about. I just wanted to say, because I know you all were dying to know, how is that new planner working out for you? Oh, because you remember the productivity hacks episode a few weeks ago where I was like, I got a new planner. Life's going to be so great. And then I was like, new planner sucks. So I went back to my previous planner. Don't reinvent the wheel, y'all. Don't reinvent the wheel unless you absolutely have to. So just got that. Gonna work on it. Utilize it, this, and this, that, and that. So, maybe next week I can update y'all on that. Hey guys, guess what? I've got a routine. I'm working on my things because the planner's here. And again, this is a great reminder for myself that I am giving a planner way more worth and way more clout in my life than I should. But you know what? I'm already down this rabbit hole, so might as well just see where it ends. I'm just kidding, because guess what? I'm amazing. I'm great. I've got this. The planner is only going to make me better, whether it works or not works. It's fine, because I'm still great, right? I'm still great, she says to herself as she feels crazy. Oh, gosh. And speaking of crazy, last but not least, the one thing that I wanted to end on. So I know it's been a couple of weeks since I did like what's new in the news, like fast facts in between the interwebs, whatever weird thing I called it. I just wanted to call out this thing that I heard on a podcast I was listening to. So there is this company called Humane AI that is going to launch a pin, like PIN, like a lapel pin, like something you pin to your clothing. And what their goal is to replace smartphones. So it's a pin that you'll be able to talk to, make commands to, say, can you text Ashley XYZ LMNOP, all this. It's going to cost you $700, and then it requires a $24 a month subscription. Why does that sound bizarre to me? I was reading some things about it. It doesn't have access to your emails. I honestly don't know how this is going to work, but it's like this literal lapel pin that looks like an AirPod case that has a camera that just will clip to your chest and you're just going to talk to. Seems a little bizarre. Also, I don't know. For me personally, I don't think that would ever replace a smartphone for me. I am so used to the computer aspect. And look, I'm all here for disbanding smartphone addiction because like that's a thing. Like how I am addicted to candy and sweets, people are addicted to their phones. Not surprised. I get it. We live in an over-consuming society. It is what it is. But why in the hell would I pay $700 for what looks like an AirPod case pinned to my shirt? I don't think I'd do it. And what's really weird is like the podcast that I was listening to that was talking about it. They were talking about like the social anxiety aspect of it, of people feeling awkward talking into a pin. And I'm like, first off, why is that even a thing? Like, really? The social anxiety about us talking to a pin? Because I'm also thinking about like when Bluetooth first became a thing and people had their little Bluetooth headphones or headsets or just little earpieces. And I remember, I don't remember exactly the year this all happened, but I think I was in high school, like senior high school or like early college. And people were talking about how weird it is with the Bluetooth. It looks like people are talking to themselves. And I'm like, how is this any different? But I don't know. The podcast I was listening to is hosted by a millennial and a Gen Z, and they make lots of jokes about that. And the millennial, like me, was very like, meh, psh, psh, about it. But the Gen Z was like, I think it's worth it. I think it's cool. I'm going to try it. And it makes me wonder just because like that was obviously the first generation that has grown up completely digital, right? Like smartphones, iPads, tablets, all that kind of stuff. So, I could see how that generation may be more apt to disband the smartphone because like that's all they know. And I'm all here for like a less consuming society as long as you're listening to the In Between podcast. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on the lapel pin? It's not like an actual lapel pin, but that's what I'm calling it because I just think it's funny. At $700, that has no access to your emails, your phone, like, well, I guess your phone, but I don't know. And I think the $24 a month subscription fee is because it's not hooked up over Wi-Fi. Like it's got to be hooked up to a network. And I'm assuming it's like this company's network. I don't know. But either way, that's the news around the world today. The news around the web today is about this Humane AI lapel pin. LOL, it's just pin. But this Humane AI pin that, like I said, looks like an AirPod case and is going to replace smartphones as we know it. And here I am waiting for the Tony Stark technology or like not even Tony Stark, like let's just like go back several years, maybe even some decades to Spy Kids when they like bring their watch out and like this thing would pop up and they'd be like, do. Like what? Like not holographic. Well, maybe holographic technology, like whatever. You know what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, I wear many hats, but a tech wizard, or actually I am pretty tech savvy, but a technologically smart designer, product designer is not one of them. So let me know. Would you wear this pin? Would you spend this kind of money on it? I don't know. It's kind of ballsy for you to be thinking that $700 to replace iPhones with this random ass pin that can only do so much. Like $700 was pretty hefty. So, anywho, that is what it is. So I kind of did things a little different. We talked about all the life updates and then I gave you the fast facts. So cheers to me bringing that back, huh? Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to let you go because I am hungry. I got to go walk this pup and I got so many things to do. I got to go read a business proposal. I got to go work on some questions for Dr. Singh. And then I got to get ready for my finance meeting on Monday with the speaker I'm going to have on to come talk about that stuff, which I will be prompting on the social media for questions because I want to know what you guys want to know. Stocks, investments, what financial planning advice do you need? Are you like me and you need all of it? What is a stock? Maybe one of these days I'll have it all together. One can dream, right? One can aspire. But anywho, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your week. This is what I need from you. If you haven't done so already, share this episode, share this show with a friend, a sister, an aunt, a mother, a colleague, anybody who wants to be entertained and wants to love themselves more. I'm your podcast girl for that. Also, I need you to leave me a review if you haven't done so already. Yes, I know I'm being really needy, but please go do it. I remember I went through a whole spiel where I was like, it doesn't help, it does help, blah, blah, blah. It does help. And it also makes me feel good. Or it gives me constructive feedback. So I appreciate all of the things. You know what I'm saying? And if you aren't doing so already, follow me on social media. Why? Because one, I'm awesome. But two, I'm going to be posting questions and things I need your advice on and I want your feedback on. Like I said, Dr. Singh, I got the finance person, all these things. But also so you can be on the lookout for that vision board party that I'm talking about. Reminder again, end of December. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Going to have a virtual aspect. So if you are not local to Atlanta, you will absolutely be able to join. And it's going to be a good time. What's a vision board party? Basically, it's a place where we can all get together, a place. It's an event where we can all get together, hang out. You can be with some really cool individuals. I'll figure out how the whole digital, like the whole virtual thing will work out. But just so you know, it's not like you're going to be left on mute. We're going to be talking to you. You know what I mean? But we can create our vision boards for 2024. But honestly, I'm not even doing just 2024. I want to create a vision board for all of my big goals, whether it's 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever, all the things. So, yeah, it'll be good company and great conversation and a fun activity. Because I think there's value in like visualizing and kind of putting thought towards your goals. Versus like, I don't know, 100 sticky notes and Post-it notes like I have on my desk right now. Oopsie. Oh, God, I need that planner right now. Please, because I need to get rid of the freaking Post-it notes. All right, I think that's enough. Anywho, have a great rest of your week. I will see you next week for All New In Between. Can't believe it's almost Thanksgiving. Yay. And yeah. Go do the damn thing, live your best life, shoot your shot. You never know who you're going to meet, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right? All right. Until then, I'm your host, Elizabeth, and I will see you next time. Bye.